Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the Crucible changes in Destiny 2. Even though we've known a lot of them for a while, I wanted to hold off talking about them since I didn't actually have my hands in the game to see for myself how everything feels. It's pretty clear a lot of the changes made to Crucible have made it a much more about gun game and generally just playing smart. You can't go balls to the wall as often as you could in Destiny 1 because you aren't going to have the one-shot potential all the time anymore. Things like shotguns, sniper rifles, fusion rifles, etc. have been moved on to something more like the heavy weapon slot, and if you were one of the people relying on those one-shot weapons all the time in D1, you're going to have to brush up on your gun skills. Almost every engagement is a bit more prolonged than in D1, and you have to manage some good old-fashioned sustained fire to take someone down. That doesn't mean you'll never get dropped in record time, but it happens far less. Things like melee abilities, and grenades have been toned down too. It takes 3 normal melees to kill someone now, shoulder charge no longer one-shots, and neither do sticky grenades. The entire game just feels more fluid, more acrobatic, and honestly feels smarter and rewards skill more than it ever did before. You're not trading with people all the time, and you actually have a chance to retreat occasionally. Control as a game mode has evolved a little bit too. Each team starts with their closest base already being controlled, so no more standing around at the very beginning of a match. Both teams make a good hearty push at B usually, or take a cheeky jab at the other team's starting base instead. Scoring is simpler now too, going to 75 instead of whatever 1,000 it was in D1. The change to 4v4 has also improved game health in my opinion. It's made everything a bit more tactical, made every engagement a little more meaningful, and makes lone wolfing a bit more of a challenge. Team seems to be a little bit more tight-knit, and attacking the population of the pack is a bit more difficult. That's also because of the new maps, the ones we've seen. These new maps have much more manageable sightlines, and instead of getting one shot by somebody you didn't even know could see you, engagements are now about sustained fire and a good tactical flank. The minimap takes a second to come back up after aiming down sights now, meaning a good flanker can use that to their advantage and get some easy kills. The new abilities are pretty great too, especially the Warlock and Titan ones. Titan shields make for a good dynamic cover for your team and occasionally end up saving a life. Warlock's healing fields are also a fantastic addition. Overall, the changes I've seen so far seem to point to a much more enjoyable Crucible. The days of Fell Winter's Lie, the days of Icebreaker, they seem to have passed. And I, for one, am a much happier player because of it. As always, thanks for watching, I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.